And now, our fifth match of the day about to begin. RBG Esports, what has been not an easy bracket for them. They find themselves in the qualifying match against Defiant here today, James, and you heard them say it on the desk. There's a lot of players here that, you know, they're kind of always contending in the top 10 spots, but it's not who we really expected at this point.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like the deception run back in the day with what Fireworks Bell and Corrupted G, I think it was, when they made that insane run through the to the RLCS. Sometimes you just have a team that has a little bit of magic and can come in and play. And I think it might have been Vince. I'd have to go back and look. But anyway, it's all coming down to this series. One of these teams getting into the rival series.
And off the bat starts with Sosa. He scores first for Defiant on the board.
And quickly out of the gate, just 5 seconds in, Sosa beating out the car to get the first goal and setting the tone early.
And it was just a great kickoff win. Finding off the kickoff, just bouncing off the side wall. And great job taking advantage by Sosa on the play. RBG having to fight back early, and they haven't swept their way through the bracket. I mean, they had to go through the lower portion of the bracket and try to pick up a goal, defended by Demon, followed up by Grills. Grills, he gets a touch that actually just buys Defiant some time to come back in. Sosa wanted Demon on the play, but it was just too far forward for him to commit. And a kill by Sosa, that's a great touch. It bought Demon the time he needed to get that out to the corner. Now Grills is gonna take control off the backboard, and Sosa, again, that shot from Demon was a laser. He had the time to get in there, and Defiant up by 2.
In the first minute now, and you could see the bump coming in there, the car getting bumped out of position. That actually set up the shot for Demon. Usually the defense won't let that ball bounce out like that. But Demon putting that one on the mark. Good physical play. Defiant really looking good.
And Demon up just above the backboard. And it is hit out now as RBG try to move down the pitch, and the car looking. Thunder's shot is thrown away as well. RBG, everyone moves back to go grab boosts on that last play. It's a boomer by Carr. Up for it is Nox's, and he can't make the connection. Follow up, great pass from the car, and he puts it to the left post to get within 1.
An absolutely amazing pass here from Thunder. Finds the car out in the middle, and he had the whole net to shoot on, puts it far post. He saw the defender coming from that direction. So a beautiful play, and now they're within 1.
RBG off this kickoff. It's a good challenge by Sosa. His 2 teammates getting tied up on the retreat off the kickoff, but Grills is here around the corner. And Nox is looking for Thunder. Thunder knocks it out to the other side. And on the desk, they talked about the car a lot on RBG. Oh, look at this carry. Looking maybe, but it is defended. But Thunder has been a player that's been that close so many times. He's tried so many different concoctions on different teams to work his way in, and now he finds himself here as well. This RBG team, I think, I like the word scrappy, has described their run so far. And
a leftovers-esque kind of run, very scrappy.
It feels that way.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you get the W's, it doesn't matter how good it looks or how you make it happen. And this is the most important series of the day. No more lives left. All the matches up to this point were upper bracket, so we had a chance to see the teams again. Not the case now. We are in the lower bracket. It is lose and you are done.
The car met by Sosa on the play. Sosa booms that one out. And a lot of space afforded for Defiant here. Demon back to Sosa, and we're just kind of playing back and forth right now. The car able to get back up for the play, but it's an incredible work by Demon on the backboard to get the ball out. Grills forced to try to make a touch, and Defiant have tried to get out on the blue half. They finally do here and maybe catch RBG on their wheels.
No, it was just a very awkward touch by the car. He got stuck in a weird position, was reversing, didn't get the greatest hit But now that looks like they're stabilizing and trying to start the counterattack.
Oh, Thunder gets a clean hit off the back wall, giving the car the angle and the goal. We got a tie game.
And the counterattack executed beautifully. You saw Sosa and Demon both getting stuck in the same spot. One of them needed to go directly for the ball. It's actually worse just having two people in the same spot. It adds so much more confusion. And we see RBG taking advantage of that and tying it up.
And both goals for RBG came off of two players caught on that right corner on the back wall.
Oh, and that net was so wide open after the bump from Grills.
And moving out, Sosa trying to buy some time. He buys a little. And Demon able to get back to that touch. Still hit up high. Noxus can't get back to it. RBG.
And you know, enough can't be said about the fact that RBG took down the #1 seed from today, heading into the tournament, Sway Esports, and not only did they beat them,
they swept
them, and not only did they sweep them, they outscored them 11-0.
Wow, shut out completely. And we saw Sway Esports earlier on stream today against Afterthought, and that shot blocked again by Demon. Still the shot coming for Noxus, and they have the lead. It's RBG.
RBG will not be denied, keeping that hot streak from the Sway series going. Demon, a heroic save, but Noxus comes in and knocks it in. And now a 1-goal lead in the final minute. Things are looking good for RBG.
There's always that one team, every play-ins, that just has that run where they're a good team, but you expect all these other teams to make it. RBG are that team this season, taking out the #1 seed and now having the lead in the first game of this set. 30 seconds left in the game. Sosa looking for Grills. A great challenge beautiful by Thunder.
And I love that, like you said, a great challenge by Thunder. He was able to stay in a position where he could bait out the pass but immediately close out the lane. And that's exactly what he did. Thunder preventing that 2v1 situation from resulting in a goal. But now, on the other side, and a misread from, oh, we know he does hit it. I thought it was gonna go wide, Jorby.
Yeah, I thought so too, but off the crossbar, Grills gets this first touch. Jumping up for it, it's Thunder. He thought it was in the crossbar instead. It was just a little too high. Sosa gets there in the nick of time to hit it off the post and in.
And I thought it was going wide, but Sosa ended up placing it perfectly, and now we're set up for overtime unless he can hit it here.
Oh. Sosa, the follow-up is there and blocked immediately by the car. Not over. Thunder gets a great touch downfield, but no one's got, oh, the ramp keeps it in play for now. And the car kills this. We got OT.
And overtime now. That shot from Sosa, the goal, keeping the hopes alive. Defiant looking to steal this win in game 1.
Oh, and muscling his way through almost everyone was Noxus. And able to kick it back downfield, but the car's got it covered. A demo for Defiant, looking to move down the pitch now. And it's not gonna happen here as the car able to just boom it downfield. Noxus is there, forces Grills to try to make a save. The car can't get there, and he's forced back, but RBG have plenty of space. Thunder just wants to keep the speed going. He ends up giving up possession back to Defiant.
I mean, I liked what he was going for there, but now on the other side, dangerous ball, but I like what he was going for. He saw two defenders, one on the ground, one ready to go up high, and he was just trying to put it in an awkward position for both of them. Maybe, hopefully, result in a whiff that he could finish off. But now RBG looking to have stabilized. They're going to be on the attack here.
And again, off the backboard, no one's there. The demo opens it up. Noxus scores, and RBG win the game.
And you could just tell RBG was in a threatening position. Again, Thunder going for the high hit off the wall, and you see Grills just missed it. Not only that, he gets the demo as well, paving the way for that overtime winning goal. RBG coming out on top in game 1.
The desk said that the car was their player to watch. Well, he was out there firing 2 goals, 1 assist, 2 saves off of 3 shots, and absolutely a performance for him. But I gotta say, at the end there, Thunder did so much to start drives for RBG at the end, especially in that overtime, James. Like you said, Defiant on the other end, really, they have to space themselves out on defense. They're getting tied up with each other in the corners. They need
we saw that.
Yeah, they need to be able to spread to spread themselves.
And you just have to know when to commit. You know, you talk about it all the time. A good defense, it's not necessarily going for a ball that you have a chance to hit, right? It's going for a ball when you have to go for the ball, even if there's no hope. And in a couple situations, we did see that where two players, one of them didn't go for the ball when they should have. They're both in the same spot, and it resulted in them getting scored on. But even at the end there, you know, it was just good patience by RBG, and Thunda especially. He had time to decide what he wanted to do with that ball, decided to go for that hit off the corner of the ceiling. Because you see the curvature of the ceiling right there?
Yeah.
It's such a hard area to deal with as a defender, because if you don't get to it in time, you have to predict whether it's going to go straight down or it's going to bounce out a little bit. And we saw Grills, he just didn't get to it in time, misread it. Thunda got the demo as well, and it was just a wide open net. So good patience from Thunda. I love what I saw from him. He got that playmaker medal and really was the key factor, the catalyst in getting that overtime goal.
And things were going well early in the game for Defiant. They were getting really physical on the offensive end. They got the goal off the kickoff to start the game, and they were winning those midfield challenges. Super aggressive play from them early, and it fell apart, James, as you said, due to what RBG were able to do. The car shot blocked by Grills. We head into the next game, and missing the touch there forces Grills. And Defiant. Demon punts that one over to the orange half. Looking for a pass out middle. No one's there immediately. Grills does get back to it, but it's only going to give way for Noxes and company to try to chip their way through the blue half.
Oh, and the car perhaps trying to use some of his 1v1 ability there, going for the chip over that defender. But the player just getting a piece of it, shut down the counterattack opportunity.
And Grills tried to slow that ball down so he could get back to the pass for Sosa. Sosa gets to it anyway here. It is cleared by Thunda. Still liked the idea earlier from Grills. Just trying to keep the ball away from the defender on the back wall, not wanting that immediate clear response, forcing your team in a bad defensive spot. Grills trying to play close. He gave away. That shot for Thunda is in. RBG the lead again.
Thunda, he was the playmaker last game. Now making it happen on the shooting side. Carr with a beautiful setup here. And Demon, he had boost to make the save. He didn't even use any there to go for it. Perhaps he thought he was in a position to hit that over into the corner. But still, that placement, well done by Thunda. And RBG on the board first. Very different from game one where we saw, you know, Defiant come out of the gate swinging, scoring twice in the first minute. Now RBG controlling the pace.
Oh, and Thunda missing the flick against Grills. He got the pop. Demon able to win a good challenge. Sosa just kicks it downfield, only allows RBG to move down the pitch again. Thunda, that challenge goes back deep. And RBG gonna force the play from their own back wall again. Another whiffed ball here from Defiant. The pass up from Noxes is there, back over to Noxes, shot on target off the crossbar. Can he get it? No, he's denied twice. Demon to keep it off the transition. Here's Grills, one man to beat, can't do it. Thunda has it blocked.
Yeah, we just saw a back and forth, but that should have, it seemed like that was surely going to be a goal, perhaps even an own goal. But heroic goal line defense and a little bit of fortune helping Defiant get out of that situation unscathed.
And still Defiant are trying to play aggressively. It's difficult right now. They finally got back on the defensive end, picked up some boost, so you can see midfield Demon trying to stay with this. He gets back to the ball. And Grills just trying to force that challenge against the opponent's vehicles to be able to get the touch out for Defiant. Not gonna happen. RBG picks it up. The shot off the crossbar. Thunda had,
yes,
he had net.
He had that. He had a lot of real estate to work with. It was a fantastic first touch. He had control over the ball. It was in a threatening spot, but he just had it high.
And again, RBG, look for those long passes down the field. Can't connect on that one. Grills low against the ramp. He forces one to miss. Grills looking. He gets over one. Gets over two. Grills making a move. Tie game.
This was just a solo effort. Look at this from Grills. By one, bumps another, and just flicks it home. Grills tying it up for Defiant with a solid play.
Talk about the Cars 1v1 ability. Grills giving it right back to him. Defiant looking for the possession off the kickoff. Oh, Grills missing again. These whiffs from Defiant have killed so many drives for them. That could have been something. Another pass. This time out to the corner. Grills looking up for Sosa, and it's challenged and knocked downfield again.
Yeah, we have seen a few whiffs from them, even offense and defensive side of the ball, on both sides rather. But still, they're in it. They went to overtime in game one. Sosa getting a piece of that one as well.
Oh my. And Defiant, that's such a good touch by Grills. They were in danger right there. He doesn't hit that up as high as he did off the backboard. There's no way that doesn't go in for RBG. And smart by RBG as well to not overcommit on a play like that. That shot blocked off the double commit from RBG. But it was smart by RBG as well, because you can get tied up as you see an opportunity. Popped up, looking for a touch. And Grills wins another challenge. RBG, they're playing super aggressive here off the back wall. The car gets a win. And the challenge out for Defiant. They can't win the midfield right now, James.
I mean, the car, he was doing so well, but that touch kind of threw off his team, forced him to try to turn and make a play. Now he's low on boost as well, but good bumps from Noxus slows down the attack.
Maybe another overtime coming as Noxus kicks the ball downfield. It's not the best touch, but Grills is there to follow it. RBG, do they got one more left in them all around the ramp? It's still in play. Thunder picks it up, and it's up to Demon to kill the ball. And there, off the whiff, we got OT.
And now back-to-back overtimes. RBG took down that first overtime from the play from Thunder. He went for that backboard pass and got the demo. Now a chance for Grills. And Grills clutches game two for Defiant. He had the solo dribble. Now in overtime, scorching that ball by the defense.
And a great challenge by Sosa in the corner, which set the whole thing up, recognizing the opportunity off the kickoff in overtime. He gets the challenge and the ball right in front of the box. Nothing RBG could do after that would save them from getting scored on and Defiant tying this series up.
Yeah, that dribble play by Grills, that was such
play
an
of the series.
Yeah, that was the play of the series. I would, and we, like you said, Jordan, we were talking about the Cars 1v1 ability, but Grills, he stepped up this game. This was his game to make a statement, did exactly that, getting it by multiple defenders, flicking it into the net, and then that overtime goal. He was clearly the MVP there.
And despite those whiffs happening for Defiant in that game, one thing that they didn't do was find themselves tied up in their own corner, something that killed them in the first game of the set. And they cleaned that up, what results in a 2-1 victory. Granted, both of these games have gone to overtime. It has not been easy for either team.
Yeah, and I mean, this is where one of their stories will end, at least for this season. No more lives left. This is the lower bracket. Obviously, RBG, they took down Sway. It's a Cinderella story for them. The car, I mean, you described the car to me as just one of those community workhorses who competes in tournament after tournament on the community scene, now with a chance to make it into the RLCS ecosystem, making it into the rival series to have a shot at, that path to the RLCS. But now, 1-1. There's not a lot of games left to make that dream come true, Jorby.
Not at all. And as the games continue to play out, as we go to game 2, 3, 4, the stakes get higher, and Sosa is up to the challenge. 1-0 for Defiant.
Sosa, he made me think he missed his shot last time. This one again, just getting it over Noxus by the car, off the, just sneaking that in, just touching the crossbar. You couldn't place that much better. Sosa helping Defiant get off to a quick start, just like they did in game 1.
Thunder trying to get a quick response, cheating off the kickoff, couldn't get anything going, and it's Demon going the other way. Grills pops that high. And no problem for Noxus as he kicks that back downfield. Demo opens it up for RBG. Shot on net, blocked by Grills. A great save. Sosa with the follow-up.
And I love seeing that save from Grills. He actually had to drive up on the wall to get there in time and get enough height to make the save because he was so low on boost. Well timed by him. And now on the other side, Sosa getting denied by Noxus.
And a great touch initially by Noxus, right to his teammate to play it out to the corner. On the transition, just overshooting Thunder on the play. Sosa gonna lose to Nox in midfield. Nox looking to fight Demon for the ball. It's effectively a win for RBG on the play. Grills tries to catch this out, and both teams right now are showcasing
a whiff.
A whiff off the corner. I can't praise teams because then they do that. It's okay. Nox is able to kick the ball back downfield for RBG. And aggressive again. That pinch really serves Defiant well. We'll see what they can do off the corner. It's Sosa, but straight down into Noxus. Still the expectation for Grills. He gets
the hair bump!
But Defiant both sitting in midfield, and RBG on the transition.
But that mid-air bump from Grills, that was next level. He connected and everything, but still Defiant not able to get a goal from it.
When Sosa can't clear that away as well. Thunder, he's been an aggressive first man for this RBG team this series. Pass out to midfield. The car, excuse me, way wide. And on the transition again, another demo in response. Kills the follow-up here for Defiant. And that's only out to the car. Sosa makes up for that own touch. For his own touch, and Thunder. I mean, it's just back and forth right now. Both teams are trying to possess the ball, but both teams are responding to that slowdown to bring in the ball down with aggressive play and challenging the ball at the point.
I mean, you can't get much more aggressive than back-to-back demos. It was a 1v3 situation for a little bit, and also when you demo someone, they only have about a third of their tank and boost. So that is your chance to really force the issue and try to make them burn up that small amount of boost so you can get an easy goal. But unfortunately for RBG, they couldn't make it happen, and now on the other side, forced to make the defensive play. Another demo.
RBG can't get anything going on the offensive end. They're able to get these clears. A small touch allows the car to throw it forward, but maybe you'd like to see the car carry that out from midfield on that play. You understand the idea. You've seen RBG go for those high balls on the back wall, on the backboard. Sosa wins against almost everybody. The touch out to the car, not gonna happen. Forces Noxus up to make a save, but this is what RBG have been doing all game 3. They can't break out right now. One shot on net so far, James.
Yeah, they have been struggling to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. The pressure too much from Defiant. And a lot of the times, they're just shut down at the midfield like we see Demon do right here.
And Sosa's there as well. Demon stayed close to it, kept it clean, picking it up now. RBG, Thunder wins a big one, but no one's gonna follow it up. His teammate got demoed earlier, and it reset the entire drive. Grills, low off the ramp. It's gonna be favorable for Noxus. Nox is gonna pick this up. Thunder playing fullback. Sosa doesn't win that challenge. Grills is there to follow up. The midfield challenges are there for Defiant every single time. And on the back end, Grills, they want to control this RBG do. Still, Defiant will not let them. They have been solid on the offensive rotation. They have not let anything through. 40 seconds left, and this 1-goal lead feels like 3.
Yeah, they've just been continuing to get stuck in this corner that we see yet again, the ball in the corner. Nothing really able to work for RBG to get this ball out.
Sosa trying to get his way through, but Noxus. The challenge against Grills. They can't even get to the midfield line without getting challenged. Sosa kicks that one out and gets the challenge on top of it. Tries to run back to the ball. Sosa on the ball chase, just trying to buy some time as well. Less than 10 seconds to go. RBG looking for the tying goal. Demon plays it away from the entire RBG offense. And if they have to do it, it's gonna be in the air. They can't. Sosa kills the ball, and Defiant, off of an incredible performance from Sosa, win game 3.
Yeah, and Sosa, especially, the one goal that they were able to score was just another perfectly placed shot. He beat out 2 defenders, getting the ball high, just barely underneath the crossbar, and that was it. That's all they needed. But you look at the stats, only 2 shots for RBG. Forced to make 5 saves on the 8 shots put out by Defiant. Really just pressure, just so much pressure by Defiant, continuing to keep that ball in the corner. You saw a lot of RBG just scrambling to get it clear, and they would try to get it clear, and then every time they did, it was challenged and sent right back. And there wasn't many opportunities for RBG to get much going at all.
And Defiant, they really had a lot of touches that made it difficult on RBG's defense to clear the ball out. You talk a lot, we always say bring the ball down and try to carry it out if you have space. Well, RBG, you don't have space. There is none with Defiant. And in that situation, that's when you want to start going with those boomers on the back wall, and you want to try to take advantage of the other team being so aggressive.
Well, I mean, they were
transition.
Trying to do that a few times. They were going for those boomers, but a lot of times Defiant did have somebody far enough back to, as soon as they receive that boomer, they just hit it right back. So what really needs to happen is they need to be able to time when they're getting boost to when they're clearing the ball, and also where they're clearing the ball. You need to use your teammates more. You see a teammate that picks up boost in the corner, you try to get that to him so he can keep that ball up on the sideline and continue to chase it down so that you can continue the attack. Just blasting it downfield, not going to really help you get possession of the ball in a lot of situations.
It's not the first time today that RBG Esports have been in this situation. No more losses, no more lives left. They have to win here just to get Game 5. Catching it out, Nox as he gets by another defender. Looks for the bump, he's got him off the back wall. Shot blocked by Demon. An incredible recovery to boom it back downfield. Almost getting a goal as well. The car able to make a save, it's not over. The shot
Grills
just potatoed the shot. Grills can't make it happen.
It was a tough shot, Jorby. That was pretty savage. And that one off the crossbar.
I'm sorry, Grills.
Down.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean any harm. I promise.
Throw a potato on the grill, you know?
Well, okay. We'll take it. Demon on the challenge with Defiant. And the car playing it slow off that backboard. And it is carried away.
But Demon as well on that play just had fantastic defense. He was getting bumped around. He was able to keep his calm, get possession of the ball, and flick the ball downfield, and almost generating that scoring chance. It was a very difficult shot for Grills to make. He didn't have much reaction or time to react. But Defiant, even last game, just continuing to set the pace.
And that demo really killed the speed with which RBG wanted to move down the field. They still have the ball. The car can't wrap it around Grills, who picks up another save, flips it over another, takes a wide angle onto the boost. And Demon just forces his way past Grills. Win the challenge, shot on target, and Grills puts it in for Defiant. Have the early lead.
No potatoes here, Jorby. Look at this placement from Grills. You see him air rolling his car off to the right so he can flip into it, hitting it perfectly with the corner of his car. That is how you generate the most power on your shot. Grills, power, precision, and now they have the lead.
And earlier in the play, it was Demon as well. He was shadowing his position closely to Grills and allowed Grills to not only get the midfield boost, but then Demon to take over control of the ball, forcing RBG up out of position. It's been solid from Defiant after that game 1 that RBG took from them. And all these sets have been close. That shot blocked by Demon. Still Sosa, the man who killed all the time off the clock for his team, puts another one up for Grills to get home, and it's 2-0 for Defiant.
And again, it's Grills. He has just been a goal-scoring machine here, and you see the bump from Sosa, a slight hit on Thunder, but that's enough. Grills able to come in and clean up.
And so RBG, the start of this game, had one shot. They got another one as well, but every assault they try to mount, that pass whiffed off the ramp, but it's good for Noxus. Tries to put it under. Sosa comes back just in time to make the save. You saw Demon and Grills commit on it. And now on the transition, Grills takes this out. He's over the defense. And Grills with a hat trick for Defiant.
That's right. Throw your toppers onto the field. A hat trick for Grills coming in. He saw Thunder jumping up. And, you know, a lot of people might try to potentially go for a double tap there or go for a hit off the backboard because they think the defender has it. No. Grills had that killer instinct and just hammered that shot towards the net. And now a 3-0 lead, less than half of the game left to go. This seems like Defiant is on the brink of getting into the rival series.
And the team that knocked out the #1 seed. A Cinderella-like story for RBG. looking for a shot. It's not there. You heard him talk about it on the desk. This is a team that, yeah, you know who RBG are. They're always in those 10 teams that are trying to get into the rival series. They get into the qualifying match, and Defiant smacked them right in the mouth in game number 4. Less than 2 minutes to go. 3 goals. And after Grills, yeah, he couldn't put a tough shot on net for the first. He gets a 4th because why not, Grills? This is your game, baby. You take it.
It absolutely is. And you see Grills not only getting the hit, but then the demo coming out from Sosa as well. Just a very good challenge from Grills. And it's something that Defiant has been doing over and over, which is get to the ball in the corner. Do not let them get possession. Do not let them clear it. Just put pressure on them and do not let up. That time, it just went right into the net. So you'll take that if you're Grills. And Defiant absolutely crushing RBG here in game 4.
And a couple of times RBG, when they do finally get control of the ball, they do finally push up the pitch, they have no boost. Or they're at least low on boost, sitting on 30 or below. You can see the car trying to push up with nothing. He picks up that midfield boost on the back. And this is just, really, you're biding your time if you're Defiant. If you're RBG, you need to score on this possession. Thunder's pass is to nobody. Miscommunication as to where exactly everybody was on the pitch. Defiant picked this up, and there's a minute left. We always say that 3 goals is typically the bar for this level of play that is really difficult to come back from. You don't see a lot of teams come back from 3 goals down in a game. 4, it has to be near 100% victory for teams at rival series level and above. And so Defiant, you're playing with house money, and as time expires here for the blue team, fighting here in the lower bracket, 128 teams. And Defiant gonna be one of the lucky 6 to move on to the rival series.
And, you know, Jorby, luck has nothing to do with it. Defiant has come out and just dominated in this series. You know, Grills, 4 goals in the final game. He was absolutely phenomenal, especially the dribble play that we saw from him. Just stepping up when it counts. Defiant, they're gonna claim their spot in rival series.
Father Time says your time is up. Defiant, you move on.
And Defiant now, get it, you know, only 2 spots left.